Hello everyone, I'm Penrose776. Welcome to Aether Raid's Animus Season. You may be wondering what happened. It's Dark Season, after all. I'll tell you, two things happened. One, I was really busy that week. Two, we got Gale Forced. We got Gale Forced 8 times. 4 of them were AoE Gale Force at that, so yeah, I got my ass kicked. I'm not showing you that. Hopefully that won't happen again this season. Well, I mean, if you're seeing this video, it probably didn't happen again this season. But we've got countermeasures in place. You'll see them soon enough. On the enemy team here, we have Gulveig, Naga, Citrinne, Ninian, Fallen Ninian, 4+8, and legendary Eliwood. Not entirely sure what the strategy here is going to be perfectly honest. I don't really see a tank here. Now, Gulveig is a pretty strong initiator. Whether she can initiate through our Picnic Flora is another question entirely. Also, you may notice that the team layout is completely wonky here. That's because they got in right at the start of the season, right as I was rearranging my team setup, so I wasn't done building it yet. Nonetheless, Picnic Flora doing her job for now, at least. Gulveig Gale Force, and they back away. Now, because the team is all janky like this, we're not quite moving out the way we were supposed to move out. Whoops. It is probably fine. Picnic Flora comes out first. Here to take for Gulveig now. Again, Armored Flow kicking in, helping her heal up. Luna, we get to hear a very interesting Gulveig crit quote as well, and 1 hit point is all the hit points you need, by which I mean actually we would have liked a few more hit points to survive this combat. No? Okay. It was worth a shot. That gives them more actions. Citrinne, Dragon effective thanks to Naga, able to blast Idun, but without a special thanks to Scowl, it doesn't matter, Idun is still dead. That frees up 4. Just enough damage to deal with Gulveig there, and looks to me like they're out of actions. Now it's our time to get to work. Marianne attacking first. 53 times 2. One-shots for, actually. Freya going in next. One-shot Naga as well. These one-shots actually, kind of a little bit of a problem. It means we're not charging any of our specials. Cantria going in next. Perfect damage to deal with Gulveig. She was on 25 hit points. Cantria does 26 damage. Next up, Dance's Freya. Freya going in again, this time against Ninian. I would have preferred the Dance on Marianne, but Freya works fine. Dance on Marianne would have probably gotten us one more kill thanks to Marianne's funny Gale Force shenanigans.
I will protect everyone.
This way instead, where Freya is now vulnerable to Citrinne, and Eliwood is in fact able to deal with Cantria as well. We just have Marianne and Mirabilis left. Marianne cuts through Eliwood, gets her special up, but doesn't matter because there's no one to refresh with it. Attacks into Citrinne next. 40 damage is pretty good. However, we have a little bit of a problem attacking Citrinne because that is Special Spiral 4. That is cutting through Marianne's survivability. That is one dead Marianne. And now final turn. Iceberg comes out and beats our Mirabilis for a battle where they got no pots. They lost all but one of their units, and I'd like to remind you this was in the first few minutes of the season, while I was still fiddling with my team. I have no idea why they took that, but they did. Well, in any case, next up, some Fjorm, Aether, Duo Asker, Elimine, Racing plus 10, and Legendary Sheeta. Now some of these units are pretty decent tanks. Aether as well able to apply debuffs through Freya, thanks to them not being Star of Turn effects. It's more of a ruse style shenanigan. But they could try and tank with Duo Asker, they could try and tank with some of Fjorm, they could even try and tank with Legendary Sheeta. That being said, just because they could doesn't mean they should. I'm not sure if any of those units can actually handle what we've got here. That being said, we do have a third option. There goes the Bolt Tower. And they are sending some of Fjorm just straight up in there with the Elimine support. On the defense tile, is that gonna do it? Well, she's not dead yet. But on the other hand, neither is Gulveig. Extra action kicks in. And now she is dead. Now Freya's rallying, and that gives Mirabilis the chance to hop on out, slap down Elimine. Some very funny business going on here. Battle of 0 damage.
I care not.
Unfortunately, that 0 damage was not 0 damage. That was 22 damage. But still snuck in 2 kills there. And 2 kills is enough. Okay, but let's switch things up. This is the team I was trying to do before 2 people snuck in. Here's Nagi, our new near save. We're not getting AoE'd. Look, Nagi has 40% DR in her weapon, 40% DR in her B slot, and a very neat little extra thing is 80% DR against AoEs. We've also got Citrinne back because I gotta use Citrinne right on the enemy team. Triandra, Regan +2, Plumeria +1, Fallen Byleth +1, Altina +1, and Legendary Crom +3. The first instance here of the attuned ? Triandra? It is attuned, right? There's 3 different types of fancy new units that have come out recently, and they all begin with an A. Ascended, Arcane, Attuned. Now, Byleth, funnily enough, Byleth does have enough speed to get the preempt effect, but not enough speed to not get quadded. That's a very amusing turn of stats there. That's a pretty narrow range you've got to hit to have that happen. But she's dead, and so now is Plumeria. Now, Mirabilis' position lets Flora come out as well. 44 times 4. Very nice little number there. And well, I think that was quite convincing, personally. Quite convincing indeed. Admittedly, Nagi didn't really get to do anything, but that might change. Next up here, Brave Robin, Brave Dimitri plus 10, Ashera plus 4, Safe plus 3, Naga plus 9, and another Triandra. Come on, you've got a plus 10 Dimitri. What do you mean you're just leaving? Right. Well, forget that happened. Next battle here, it is Tea Time Ayra, Attuned Peony, Duo Kagero, Plumeria plus 2, Ashera plus 1, and Naga plus 1. Duo Kagero going in, dealing with our real Bolt Trap, so no Bolt Trap shenanigans there. Scouts out the Hex Trap as well. Disarm Trap 4 was, in fact, a mistake. And disarms our last trap just for the hell of it. And for once does not defeat Flora instantly, but just because it wasn't instant doesn't mean it's not gonna happen. The lethality is plenty of damage, and the level of Kanto in this game is frankly ridiculous. They went in, went out, went in again, went all the way back out again, but in any case, all the way back out again is nowhere near back out enough. In this case, say hello to Freya, little peony.
Rest your eyes.
No, don't worry, Freya knows plenty about resting his eyes. He was resting his eyes for several whole books. Unfortunately, not able to proc that Gale Force, but did get one kill, at least. However, with Flora down, they've got pretty free reign to pick away at whatever they want. Here's Tea Time Ayra.
Have some tea.
The special does do away with Freya. And they're going to take out Citrinne as well, because why not, right? Unfortunate ordering there. But Nagi, the fact that they're initiating with Kagero here is very interesting, actually. 2 damage, lethality for 26. She is still very much alive. She has weapon triangle advantage against colorless opponents, so that's a neat little trick. How about the Ayra? That's 29.
Here, have some tea.
And another 29. Okay, so does finish off Nagi, but took a lethality first to soften her up. That's pretty good going. However, they now do have free reign to just do whatever the heck they want, actually. Rablis is the only thing we've got left, and 29 times. You get dead already. 1 hit point, not cool.
We won't fail.
Indeed.
So yeah, they are in fact going to get both pots and then finish the map. Rude. But even then, that was hidden run. That's the one strategy that we struggle the most with. I really need to find a spot to put Kanto control. And even then, we did kill 1 unit. It's not a complete loss. Okie dokie, next. We're looking here at another Attuned Peony. So Fjorm, 4 plus 10. Arcane Chrome plus 2, Veyle, and Plumeria plus 2. and it looks like the plan is some Fjorm, Veyle support. Now the Veyle support should help in some ways, however, someone doesn't know about the rally trap. So that Veyle support in question, you can't keep doing this to me. I swear. Okay, Flora softening Fjorm up, I guess. Nagi also gonna soften Fjorm up. Well, she's not dead. I suppose that's a bonus. Now the one hit point and a dream of Veyle finishes off our summer flare. Not a summer flare, that's a regular flare. What am I on about? Fjorm getting a little bit of a dance here. Nagi heals up a bit, but it's not quite enough. It was almost enough, but it was not quite enough. And they're going back doing things the way they did last turn. We'll see how that works for the Mirabilis attacking in first. Not a great sign for us. And Dimitri going in afterwards. Well, actually, I'll let you in on a kind of funny fact. So a lot of people think that Summer Fjorm has Larcei Disrupt. She only has Larcei Disrupt against ranged units. And Dimitri does 0 damage, but does give Flora a place to walk to finally deal with Flame, letting Citrinne throw that Astra right into Fjorm for some significant damage. She's down on about half hit points now, and that sets up Gulveig to deal the finishing blow. And why stop at one finishing blow? Because now we can hop over that Fjorm-shaped wall, and Crom is on the altar next. The sacrificial altar, that is. And that is the surrender we were looking for. Couple more battles here. Let's see what we're facing now. Arcane Crom, safe. Plumeria, Sanaki +1, Legendary Ninian +2, and of course Veyle. Sanaki taking a little stroll around out there, apparently. They do have a bolt tower. It is not lined up with Flora, though. And they do also take the real bolt trap. That might help them. I didn't quite count how much Wings of Mercy they've got on the team, but they could potentially get somewhere with that. Looks like they don't want to use the bolt tower turn to their advantage, though, letting the healing tower do its magic. And now sending Sanaki in. 37 times 2. And it is real because she shreds all our funny damage reduction. Real shame. Finds the trap, and because she shreds all our damage reduction, she's now going to do the same thing to Nagi. Rude. And Ninian dance. Ninian gets an extra action because economy. Takes out Gulveig. Sanaki moves next, goes for Freya, who again She should be able to take out very easily because she has a massive attack stat and she shreds all our damage reduction, and then they surrender. Which may seem like a really odd move. The only answer I can think of is they haven't killed Catria yet, meaning Duo's hindrance is still online. Sanaki doesn't get her extra action yet. Arcane Crom was in position to deal with Catria, but he's on really low HP and Catria is full, so maybe he just doesn't get that kill. Well, in any case, I'm taking that win. Yeah, we earned that. We definitely earned that. Well, just a couple battles left. Didn't have a lot of battles this season actually, weird enough. We're up against here Dancer Lachesis, Veyle, Elimine, Sed, that's the new Sed, Larcei +6, Ayra, and yeah, Ayra is the last unit there. I don't know why I was counting 7. There are only 6 units here. Ignore me. Plan seems to be tanking with Veyle, which I mean seems pretty silly, especially considering that Freya is on this team and we know what Freya can do, and also the Freya Rally Trap is bringing out Flora as well. And here goes Freya. Yeah, there he goes. Ayra standing in a very unfortunate position. Goodbye. Goodbye. But that being said, Veyle does have a lot going for her here. Iceberg 16 increased to 62, a pretty chunky iceberg, and dealt with the Citrinne just fine, because she has tempo as well. And again, iceberg, she has tempo 4, she shreds half of Gulveg's damage reduction, meaning 77 damage, actually deals with both of our nukes just fine, and they continue to fight. Sed going to take on Freya here. And the rest of the team backing away. Flora chooses to attack Larcei. Interesting. And oh, that is enough damage. That is enough damage. That is enough damage. Larcei going for Nagi next. Vital Astra. Pretty chunky. And unfortunately, a second Vital Astra. If it hadn't been for that, we could have lived this combat, but, well. One Vital Astra we could handle, 2 was a bit much. Veyle going to blast Catria. Veyle's attacks have quite a lot of base on them, actually. Listen to that. And leaving Larcei in range.
It's over for you.
Takes out Mirabilis, but again, it's not a perfect win for them. They lost 2 units and missed both pots, so we didn't even lose that much lift because of that one. And at last, our final battle of the season. Fighting here, Elimine +1, Veyle, Plumeria +1, yep, Tamara +1, Wind Tribe Claude, and Harmonic Tiki and Tiki +1. Immediately finds the real Bolt Trap. One of these days I'm going to move it back to being the heavy trap that's the real one, just to really confuse people. But not today. That being said, the angle here is... well, I wonder what the angle here is, honestly. They do have some options. They could go in with Claude first, or they could try and tank. They do have the support for both strategies, Bolt Tower and... well, they've gone for putting Claude just up front. He does have a save behind him, but quick question, what type of save is that? Is far save. By the looks of it,
Ready for your big moment.
well, by the looks of it, she's absolutely fine. Took about half damage there, but that opens up Gulveig to do it again. 14 damage up front. 4.
Ready for your big moment.
Do we survive the counterattack? Yes, we do. Tiki is out of here.
Please, don't leave me.
And because she's out of here, that Wind Tribe Claude is now unprotected and vulnerable
Dust in the wind.
to getting smacked by a big ol' Flora. Now, Freya also freed up, going into Tamara. He is on 1 hit point. I don't know how well this is going to end for him.
So gonna love this.
As expected, not great. And the rest of the team does its little bit of shuffling. Well, nonetheless, we forced out the kills we needed to, and that is the surrender right there. For all in all, a pretty solid season. We did lose a couple of matches, but we didn't have any perfect losses. Every single time we lost, we got a couple of kills to go with it. So I'm frankly quite proud of that. This has been Anima Season. I promise we will have a Dark Season next week. And, well, thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing perhaps. And let me remind you as well that channel memberships are now available. So if you're feeling really fancy, you can go and get one of those. I've been Penrust. This has been Anima Season. Penrust out.